Alright, so welcome back to Frank's Garage. Today we're doing something a little bit different. Well, different for you guys, not for me. So I got my sister's car here. We'll be putting a remote start in it, CompuStar. But before that happens, I already did step one. I had to clean surrounding areas that I'll be touching. Sorry you lost a couple things of your dolls you had up there, but they're down in the dash somewhere. They'll fall out when I open it up. But yeah, so I did step one. I also have the brain already pre-wired where everything needs to go. So I'm gonna start by pulling the shroud out. Should be like a screw, 2 screws, 3 screws, and OBD2, which is down here. And then on the bottom of the fuse box, there's also a plug that I need to get lights at. So come along for the ride. All right, so what we need to get to, if you could see, we got the ignition plug right here. So we're gonna plug this. So you got thin power wires there. So we gotta be careful where we get our power. So I think that white's gonna be power, but it's thin. So I'm gonna run one of my powers here and then the other down to the OBD2. So we'll split the power so we're not pulling all the power on one circuit and on one thin wire. Yeah, these new Toyota wires are super thin. And these are actually pretty thick for Toyota. Toyota ones are like so thin, there's one strand of wire. So watch out for that. So I'm gonna take this panel off so you guys know on these Toyotas, one of these caps are here and there's a screw behind it. Don't forget, because you'll pry on that dashboard for days trying to figure that out. That should come right off. One-handed, I'm not sure. Yeah, got it one-handed. You got a plug for the dimmer and the mirrors. 2 plugs. Set that aside. So the OBD2 is right here. It's already broke, as you can see, or it's not locked in, or let's see someone mangled it already. Yep, it's already got a broken tab on it. Is that light flickering through the video too? Both tabs are broken. This must have had a tracker on it at one point or something, because you don't just break those unless you're plugging stuff in a lot, or they pulled it out and put it up here and then put a tracker and put a Y cord, pretty much T-harness. But all we need on here is pin 4, which is white black, and then we're gonna get pin 16, which is that dark green. We're gonna get power there, ground there, and then the red and the white is can high and can low. Well, high would be at the top, so high is red, low is white. And then all we need from there is a connector right here, which is the hardest one to ever get to. We only need 1 wire in there, so that shouldn't be bad. But all right, so I gotta separate these 2 powers, like I said, and I'm gonna take one of them to the ground side. So I'm just gonna tape this back up real quick. I do like the candy cane idea. 1, because it makes it a lot more flexible, and 2, it just looks good. Matches the factory stuff. Now we're just gonna take this power over to with the ground, the cans. So we're gonna take that. Down here. And on this, we don't need this, and we don't need these. This would be if I wanted to use the factory remote to start the car, which the distance sucks, so I got a remote. And this is the bottom of the fuse box. So we're gonna tape these up. but we'll leave them in the harness just in case. Especially if I pull this out, it could go in a different car and I don't have to, you know, you get this deal. There it is. See, that's all you really got to work with. And some of these years, you gotta tap a lot of stuff down here. And the wire goes up into this plastic around. So, all I need is one wire though. And it is pin 16, this side, 2 up from the outside. So it is green. This little tiny smallest wire in there, green. That guy right there. So let me get that. Got it. Nice. Plug this guy in. So that should be it. Let's pull it back out. Watch the blade. We're gonna watch this light here. Let me find the key. Got the key. So we're gonna watch that blue light. We'll turn the key on. Red. Blue. We're good. It should work now. We got program tack, and that's about it. We're about to see here live if it works. Let's see. I hear it. There it goes. She's running. Make sure everything works. Parking lights are on, so you know it's running. And then you unlock it. Get in. Key goes in. Key goes in. 1 click. 2 click. Hit the brake and drive away. If you hit the brake before you put the key in, or if you grind it, it'll sound like that. You don't want to do that. So just put it back together and that's it. Put it back together and that's it. All done. So I went through and wiped all the door panels down, all the seats, best I could, everything. And then I also did under the hood and top of the hood, or the bottom of the hood. So it looks a lot better. But closing out, and it looks like this battery is original, which it's from Toyota, and this thing's a 2016, so this battery's not going to last much longer. I'm surprised it made it this far. So don't be saying my battery's dying ever since you put a remote starter in. No, your battery's old.